Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Thanks for joining us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. There's just a ton of stuff as usual. But hang on, because you don't want to miss a scintillating segment of even a second of today's show. And, of course, Jeffy will chew the fat with us.
Absolutely. Excited to be here.
See that you got a new shirt going on today?
Excited to be here.
Of course you are. How could you not be?
I believe I've worn this shirt before,
have you?
but it's okay.
It's not new?
Thank you for noticing.
Never seen it before.
I've added it to the repertoire.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a nice
fashion.
one. Yeah, I know. Big news from the House yesterday. They passed the continuing resolution 217 to 213. One Democrat voted for it. One. And one Republican voted against it.
I bet I could guess who that was.
You think?
Yes. That son of a Kentucky.
Yep. It was Thomas Massie.
Yep.
And President Trump is not happy with him. He wants a primary challenge for Thomas Massie. I know.
What are we doing?
It's crazy. One of the best representatives in Congress.
Absolutely.
And please don't do this to him. Wow. Should okay, so here is this is the poll that we did, right? Mm-hmm. And the question is, should Donald Trump help a theoretical opponent for Thomas Massie in the 2026 Republican primary for Kentucky's 4th Congressional District? Yes, 12%. Mm-hmm. No, leave Massie alone, 88%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, please.
Someone needs to reach out to our president and say,
somebody does.
Don,
back off that.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
He's tremendous. He's trying to live his principles, trying to vote his principles. And, I don't want him punished for it, frankly.
No, and your deal got passed.
Yes, right. So now it goes to the Senate. We'll see what happens there.
It'll be interesting over there. They'll probably have a similar response for Rand Paul.
I'd hate to see that government shut down.
Wouldn't that be tragic?
I don't want that.
What would we do
I don't know.
with our lives if they are not around to tell us what to do, where to go, how to think for a day?
Here's the thing. They still will be, though.
Yeah, they still will try.
Still will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is everything essential continues to happen.
Absolutely.
Those are the things they always point to. What about the military? Yeah,
that's fine.
It's fine. They're going to continue to fund it.
What about
Social Security benefit? Yeah, it's fine too. They continue to make those payments.
This is Trump's way of closing down Medicaid.
No, it is not. No, it is not. No. But that's what they'll tell you.
Absolutely.
But here's what he said about that.
The spending bill that passed last night aims to cut $2 trillion. Right. Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security will not be touched?
Can you guarantee?
I have said it so many times, you shouldn't be asking me that question.
I love that.
This will not be read my lips. It won't be read my lips anymore.
Which a lot of people don't understand because it's from 1990, but that's George H.W. Bush. Read my lips. No new taxes. And then, of course, there were new taxes.
We're not going to touch it. Now, we are going to look for fraud. I'm sure you're okay with that. Like
no,
people
I'm
that
not.
Shouldn't be on.
Don't look for
people
fraud.
That are illegal aliens and others. Mm-hmm. Criminals in many cases, and that's with Social Security. We have a lot of people. You see that immediately when you see people that are 200 years old that are being sent checks for Social Security. Some of them are actually being sent checks, so we're tracing that down.
Yeah, but Democrats don't have a problem with sending 200-year-old people checks because 200-year-old people need to eat too.
Right.
If they only had mouths, if they only had mouths, tongues, taste buds, then they continue to eat. Yeah. In a lot of cases, they don't.
I bet you they still vote.
They do have worms crawling through their skull.
Still sending ballots.
I bet you they still vote.
They do.
200-year-olds.
They do. They never even mention all of that stuff. All the fraud, all the stupidity that has been uncovered. I haven't heard any of the Democrats say anything about any of it.
They just overlook all that.
They just ignore that completely. Yeah, but Elon Musk! Elon Musk! 19-year-olds. Okay, jeez. I mean, it's getting dangerous for Elon Musk now.
It really is.
Literally dangerous. Yes. I hope he's got really good private security and, Secret Service
and
detail.
I think they just deputized his security to be U.S. Marshals, I believe.
Did they?
Yeah, so that they have better access.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because, his dealerships and people who aren't even related to him, got nothing to do with him, they just sell his cars. People at dealerships are endangered now.
People driving a
Tesla.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Getting spray painted.
I see Teslas all the time, and you have no idea how I just want to ram into them.
Really?
Every time I see one.
Really?
Yeah. That damn Elon.
Wow. Well, that would fix things if you did that.
It would.
It would fix it. Yeah, once and for all. Finally.
See here, it's so weird that people think that.
I know.
Seriously.
I know.
It's legitimately stupid, weird, strange. I don't know that people think that.
Demented.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And burning the charging stations is so bizarre too. Yeah. In a lot of cases, he's not the one who's responsible for
they
those.
owe us for that.
Yeah.
We paid for that.
Yeah. So you're burning your own money. I mean, and the left is completely okay with all of this violence. I thought that was so bad, to break things and get upset about stuff to the point where you have to call the police. Nope, I guess not. Not now. That's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Jeez. And now the police are the evil ones again. They're being called pigs and things by these Palestinian protesters. They just arrested one of the lead Palestinian protesters who wants the death of Western civilization.
Yeah, he wants to eradicate us.
Yeah. He wants literally eradicate Western civilization is what he has said. That's what he advocates. And so he's been arrested. He's going to be deported. He should be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got no obligation to keep him here for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Speaker Johnson spoke to this yesterday. I mean, this guy's really found his balls lately. I'm proud of him.
If you are on a student visa and you're in America and you're an aspiring young terrorist who wants to prey upon your Jewish classmates, you're going home.
Good.
We're going to arrest your tail, and we're going to send you home where you belong. And this is just getting started. So, look, I appreciate free speech. I used to defend it in courts, but this is far beyond the pale of that. When you are threatening your classmates and spewing anti-Semitism and all this hatred, it's enough. And I think the American people understand that. They're supporting it, and I'm glad we have a president who's strong enough to lay down the law. Thanks a lot.
But these douchebags from the left are now calling police pigs, doing the oink oink thing in front. I mean, what happened I thought January 6th was so horrific for. Do we have these police officers on suicide watch? Because they've been mean to. Somebody's been mean to them. And so you better watch. I'm worried about their well-being now. I mean, all of a sudden, all that's out the window. It just shows what hypocrites they are.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, Trump has got them running in circles, man.
Yeah. About a dozen protesters were cuffed as they clashed with NYPD officers during a demonstration in support of former Columbia University student. He graduated in December, Mahmoud Khalil. Cops swarmed in to make arrests after throngs of protesters blocked a downtown Manhattan street, despite repeated warnings from police to clear the roadway. They think they can do anything, anytime, anywhere. That's not okay. You can't block roadways. You can't. I mean, if people on the right can't even pray near an abortion clinic, sometimes across the street from it, you certainly can't block access to people moving freely through a city. One keffiyeh-clad rabble-rouser was tackled to the ground. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow.
Good detail for that story.
Some protesters taunted the police during this encounter. Move, cops. Get out of the way. We know you're Israel trained.
Whoa.
Wow.
Isn't that catchy? That's catchy.
That is catchy.
I think that's going to be a big hit.
Damn, if I'm a taxpayer in Israel, I'm pissed. We're funding cops in New York?
Yeah. It shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening.
Move, cops. Get out of the way.
Yeah. We know you're Israel trained. It doesn't really work, does it?
No, it's scary though.
Yeah, it is. And then they chanted, oink, oink, piggy, piggy. Oh. We're going to make your lives, I'm going to say crappy, but it rhymes with it. Sort of rhymes. Doesn't really rhyme with piggy.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a high-rhyming bunch over there. Wow.
Did he write this?
No, I think this came from Longfellow. I think this is, originally Longfellow's doing. So
Jeffy and I are like, yeah, totally. For sure. We love the Longfellow writings.
Can't get enough of that.
And, you can't help but notice they're all cowards. They're all wearing masks.
Right.
If you're so proud of your Palestinian support, show your face.
Yeah.
Let's see who you are.
Well, they don't want to be super spreaders at these events, Pat.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be spreading.
Yeah, it's flu season.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff.
Flu.
Monkeypox.
Measles. M-pox, please, if you will. Don't be calling it monkeypox.
I'm so sorry. You're right. Mpox.
And we're only
monkey racist.
We're only 5 years out from the COVID.
Just 5 years.
Right. I mean, yesterday was the anniversary. Yeah.
Yesterday was a 5-year anniversary.
So
yeah.
God, that's amazing.
It sure is.
Where does the time go? When you're having fun, And aren't we having fun? We're having a great time right now.
Making apocalypse fun.
It's been so great.
We had fun in that committee hearing yesterday. That's for sure.
This one where Representative Keith Self introduced a Democrat trans congressman. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel this coming on.
Sarah McBride. A guy pretending to be a girl.
Yeah. You'll also hear the voice of Bill Keating interject here.
Yeah.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
That was good.
Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman?
You know what it is, dude.
Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
Right.
I will.
And I did.
The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order.
Oh, my.
Mr. Chairman, have you no decency?
No, he doesn't.
I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this
You
hearing.
will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
Please.
This hearing is adjourned.
Wow.
Thanks for
It's over.
flying in for your testimony. We're done
kidding.
here. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
And then, Tim McBride, right? That's
Sarah.
Right, Tim McBride, right?
Sarah.
So, he pushed back, play the first 5 seconds. That's fine. He called him Madam Chair.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
That's hysterical.
That's funny.
Right.
That is funny.
And he didn't go, whoa.
Yeah.
And we ready to move.
It is ma'am.
She was ready to move on.
Right. She's done this.
She's got some self-righteous. Who's that guy?
I hate myself. I just said she. He's done this every
Who's
time
the guy
he's
that was
moved
standing
on.
up for her, though? Is that
Bill Keating.
Bill Keating, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Right.
I know.
How dare you? These people, it's their religion, all this crap, man.
It is.
Stop it.
How dare you?
I do like the fact there's a House committee room with natural light. Look, they got windows in that room.
It looks really nice.
Oh,
yeah.
right?
It looks really nice.
Look at that. Got the windows open. It's too bad they didn't need that room that day, actually. All said and done.
No doubt.
But honestly, those witnesses,
oh, man.
I don't know where they came from.
Be pissed.
But if I flew in from L.A.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, we don't even get to speak.
No.
And it's over.
over already?
It's over before it even started.
Yes.
I'm not typing up my testimony for you, Mr. Congressman.
Do we even know what was the hearing about?
Yeah, the longer clip. It was really important. It was about delivering electricity to Monaco. Yeah, you know what? What? You know what?
Delivering electricity.
We're done here.
To Monaco.
That was the longer version of that, which I didn't send in. The witness had just got done saying, and then this would, of course, threaten the electricity delivery to places like Monaco. Okay, I'd like to.
That in itself sounds like a joke.
I thought that you said money was canceled for that.
Look, I wasn't watching C-SPAN yesterday, so I don't know all of the context.
Fantastic.
I mean, I saw where I was thinking for sure you said money was going away when I just saw a headline about Portugal's government falling apart, and I thought, oh, you said money not going there anymore.
Wow.
See if I can find
happening all over the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, nobody can function anymore without their graft.
Right.
You're gonna have to find another stooge to fund all your stupidity because we're not doing it anymore. All right. What do Andre Bocelli, Steph Curry, Justin Bieber, Tim Tebow, and our very own Steve Dace all have in common?
Is this a joke or
no?
Are you doing it?
No, it is not.
Okay.
They walked into
a bar together. All their mothers were encouraged to end their pregnancies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when a woman faces an unplanned pregnancy, she's a lot of times pressured to end her child's life. She wants to make the right choice, but society and people around her are telling her that her baby is not a life. It's just a clump of cells. Don't worry about it. That's where the Ministry of Preborn steps in. Preborn and their network of clinics offer compassion, loving care to the mothers that need that support to help them choose life, including a free ultrasound. Once a mother hears their child's incredible heartbeat, then she's twice as likely to choose life. So if you consider yourself pro-life, it's time to join forces with Preborn. Love these people. They're really doing God's work. Together we can empower women to choose life. Empowering the truth of motherhood transforms families and futures. One ultrasound is just $28. So if you could afford that, that'd be great. $140 provides 5 ultrasounds, could save 5 babies. When you donate monthly, you'll receive stories and pictures of lives you help to save. So if you have the means, please dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or visit preborn.com/Pat.
Pat Gray is unleashed.
Okay. So honestly, I do think we need to discuss why are we sending money or whatever, paying for electricity in Monaco here,
and also providing the ability for Moldova to generate its own power, but also run power in from Europe. Much of that's gone now, and we're going to leave Moldova at the behest of Russia, which will reinstate its gun-running, thug-running operation.
Oh,
again.
no. We can't have that in Moldova. You know, we can't have that. Yeah.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
There you go. But I'm glad we're not spending money on Moldova electricity now.
Wow. That sounds like a Doge issue, doesn't it?
It does.
And that guy that was just testifying saying, oh, we're going to lose out to Russia there.
Oh, no.
He's a former Biden guy, so he was testifying in this hearing.
I'm willing to risk it, frankly. I'm willing to risk it.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Moldova is off the table in President
in my mind.
For that timeshare in Moldova.
Yeah.
That would get rid of
I'm
that
willing to
bad
sacrifice it just this once.
Oh, all right, Putin lover.
Someone had to say it.
So ridiculous. Mike Walz on Trump's de-escalation of the Ukrainian conflict.
Good.
First of all, let's mention the fact that the ceasefire was accepted by Ukraine. Yesterday. So
war's over.
We got an agreement on that. Now we're going to take it to Russia.
Oh, so it's not over.
Yeah, not quite yet.
Oh well.
You love.
But here's Walz on
just think about it
on all that.
We've gone from if the war is going to end to now how the war is going to end, and this was an important first step, and that was under President Trump's leadership. He has literally moved the entire global conversation to where we had a very senior Ukrainian delegation with us today. We've had engagements with our Russian counterparts, and now it's how the war is going to end, and that's under President Trump's leadership.
Yeah, so if this works out, I'm sure that Trump's going to need to clear off some space on his fireplace mantle for the Nobel Peace Prize. That he's about to get, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if this was anybody else, that's what they'd be talking about right now. If he does bring peace,
already happened.
Yeah, it would have.
Because all he's talked about is peace.
About 15 minutes after Barack Obama was elected, he won the Nobel Prize.
Yes.
He hadn't even done anything yet. Zero. So Trump will not be mentioned along those lines, though. He won't be considered, and we all know that.
And Mike had more to say.
Did he?
25, yeah.
All right.
The president has made it clear and certainly made it clear to us that all fighting needs to stop. And the Ukrainians have agreed to that proposal. They're ready for peace. And now we'll take that to the Russians and get their response.
Okay.
All right.
Marco Rubio also spoke. He was standing there. Wasn't just there for window dressing, I guess. He did have something to say.
Today we made an offer that the Ukrainians have accepted, which is to enter into a ceasefire and into immediate negotiations to end this conflict in a way that's enduring and sustainable and accounts for their interests, their security, their ability to prosper as a nation. I want to personally we both want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Majesty, for hosting us, for making this possible. They've been instrumental in this process, and we're very grateful to them for hosting us here today. And hopefully we'll take this offer now to the Russians. And we hope that they'll say yes, to peace. The ball is now in their court. And but again, the president's objective here is, number one, above everything else, he wants the war to end. And I think today Ukraine has taken a concrete step in that regard. We hope the Russians will reciprocate.
I mean, the Russians should reciprocate.
Absolutely.
This has been a disaster for them. They've lost, reportedly, killed and wounded, something like 500,000 troops. 500,000!
Wow.
They thought this thing was going to be over in 2 weeks. It's stretched on now for, is this year 3?
Yeah.
It's year 3 now.
In year 3.
Over 1 million people, if you include both sides. They've lost 500,000. I mean, nobody ever thought that was going to happen.
And this will be a 30-day ceasefire, correct?
Yeah.
30-day ceasefire. Yep. And I find it interesting that Ukraine came to the table and agreed to that after Trump paused aid and intelligence sharing.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's amazing how...
So they had a little incentive, maybe?
When you have the cards...
Yeah.
And you play the cards, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
No, you can throw a hissy fit if you want. Fine. We're just not going to supply you with any weapons or intelligence from now on. Good luck. Drive safely. Fight safely.
I'm not playing.
And by the way, I know you were expecting lunch. You're not getting that either.
No. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Yeah, it's amazing how he's come around. And President Trump invited him back already. So come on back.
He needs to come back, and he needs to bend the knee in front of the American people.
Yeah, none of these private letter things.
That's right.
Right.
Thank you for your cute little letter.
Sorry, too late for you to save face. Okay? That's
over.
Done. You could have done that in the beginning, but not now.
We all saw you drag your little tail over to Europe and whine to them, and they consoled you on their shoulder.
How about they sit in the Oval Office again, and Trump says, Vlad, last time you were here, you had your visual aids. I've got a visual aid here. Why don't you read aloud the letter you wrote me?
Yeah.
It would be appropriate.
Yes, it would.
Definitely appropriate. All right. So Karoline Leavitt yesterday talking about the Tesla delivery at the White House. It was like they turned the White House lawn into a Tesla dealership.
Yeah, it was a dealership.
Because of all the crap he's getting, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's what's happening to Musk is outrageous right now. Nobody cares because he's the richest man in the world. That doesn't make it okay.
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't make him a villain here. The guy's put his entire life and fortune on the line for this country, and all you can do is threaten him and attack his businesses. It's despicable. But here's the Tesla delivery at the White House.
President Trump says he's going to buy a Tesla today. Did he buy it? And when is the last time he drove a car?
That's a very good question. I have heard the president remark that he misses being able to drive, that luxury of driving his own vehicle, although the beast is nice. But he is going to be viewing a Tesla that is making its way to the White House complex now, I can confirm. Perhaps the press pool today will have an opportunity to witness this very exciting moment later this afternoon. But a Tesla is on its way here now, and we'll see if the president likes likes it when he checks it out.
So they're bringing him a Tesla to look at, and if he likes it, he's just going to buy it.
He's intent on, he's definitely going to buy one, but he'll take a look at it when it gets here later this afternoon.
Full retail?
Yes, full market price.
Nice.
I mean, they had them all rode up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elon pointed.
I guess he's never driven.
This is a
Never driven a
different
Tesla
panel.
before.
Everything's computer. That's beautiful. Wow.
I mean, it has been a long time since he's actually driven.
Yeah. Where does the key go? He's probably wondering right now.
Give Secret Service a heart attack.
That's beautiful.
Can you start it?
Should I?
Should I? No, it's very, very
No, you
dangerous.
shouldn't.
Yeah, it's
Secret Service.
You don't know
no,
what'll happen.
No.
You don't want me to drive it, do you?
I saw Biden do a.
I'll tell you, it could be.
Once in the Jeep.
Yeah,
Very easy to drive.
That's. You're the only one that saw it.
No, we all saw it.
It's like driving a golf cart, basically.
Very simple.
It's very simple. So it's literally like the golf cart that goes really fast.
It'll actually drive you.
Yeah.
You don't really even have to drive it. So he should take that out on the Beltway and just check out the pickup on that
That'd
thing
be awesome.
because he'd be impressed.
There they are.
A few. Yep.
Yeah, he had all the models there. Every single model was there.
The Cybertruck, I don't get, but the rest of them, I really love. I love Teslas. I don't like the look of the Cybertruck.
You don't like the Cybertruck?
Mm-mm.
That looks awesome, though.
Oh, it's bizarre.
Really? Oh, so just bizarre.
There's a black one in my neighborhood that's got designs on the back, and it says the license plate Tesla 1. Looks really cool. That's the best one I've seen. And I see them pulling in and out of our neighborhood, and I'm like, okay,
I've
can
seen
do that.
some people who painted them black. And, yeah. So, just interesting. It's a little reminiscent of the DeLorean.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is. And Peter Doocy got to ask his question to Trump. Are you going to buy or lease?
Oh. All right.
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. And number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And, I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things, I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon because of a lot of the things that he's done.
Did we get him together with the warranty guy afterwards?
Yeah.
The credit check and the warranty
you gotta
guy.
run through that, yeah.
Trump was.
I want him to get all the, all the extras
Trump
that he possibly can.
Been made fun of because he had notes, and as you guys can see, he had notes of the prices. How can you purchase all these vehicles?
I'm not paying for the mats though.
But here's his response, clip 28, on why he had notes.
Okay.
Let me get in this second.
On the Tesla?
Do you want my notes?
Yeah.
They gave me notes. I said, I'm not Biden. I don't need notes.
Yes. That's as good as turns out. All they needed was a new president.
No doubt
I'm
about
loving
it.
these lines.
That's really
They
good.
handed me some notes. I was like,
I'm not Biden. I don't need notes.
Probably that was just in case somebody asked him the price.
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
one of those
It's a good
silly
line.
questions.
Quick
It is.
comeback.
It's great. It's great. So, did he actually pay for a Tesla? I wonder.
Oh, heck yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Or did Elon just give it to him?
Elon just, he gave one. He gave one to the kid, to the cancer kid, right? He gave the cancer kid a Cybertruck.
Oh, yeah,
It said
for
he was
real?
going
Oh.
to. Yeah, it said he was going
DJ?
to.
DJ
Yeah.
That's what DJ said to Aaron Burnett out front of the White House.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Like
So-
he said, I asked Elon, can I have a Cybertruck? And Elon said, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I need to meet Elon.
Wow.
I'm asking him the same thing. No doubt about it.
888-900-3393. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets from Unrepentant Thought Criminal. Note to terrorists burning Teslas to protest Elon Musk. Once the insurance checks come in, the owner of the Tesla you burned is going to buy another Tesla, which means Elon only makes more money. That's a great point.
Yeah.
The Dutch Mermaid. But do these pig chants come with guitar like the Dem protests?
I hope so.
You really?
I hope so.
You'd love to think so because you want them to be complete.
You do.
Scottness 31. Trump missed out on the chance to kick the tires. Yeah. All right. 888-900-3393. Let's check in with Jeffy and chew in the fat.
He's not Postmaster General, nor the Pope. NFL Commissioner, that's a definite no. He's still got stories to share with you and me. Through shrewd negotiation, he's kept his podcast free. It's the man of the hour, the star of the show. It's time to chew the fat with Jeffy Fisher-Radio.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it. Awesome. All right. So, time change. How you holding it up? How you holding up? You okay? Because I saw where Senator Rick Scott introduced a bipartisan Sunshine Protection Act to officially lock the clock and end the twice yearly time change and make daylight savings time the national year-round standard. Now, he said, this was way back in January, by the way, I hear from Americans constantly that they are sick and tired of changing their clocks twice a year. It's an unnecessary decades-old practice. It's more of an annoyance to families than benefit to them. So, I mean, he tried to change it in Florida back in 2018 when he was governor.
Yeah.
He said, and, you know, we had Trump telling us that it was 50-50, right? But it's really not that. A new Gallup poll showed that 54% of Americans surveyed do not support the practice, preferring a year-round standard time instead.
Yeah, what's 50-50 is, what's really even is those who want standard time or do you want permanent daylight saving time.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what's 50-50.
And, you know, I'd like to know who's the holdup, what's the holdup, why is the holdup? I mean, Elon wants it gone. We need to get Keith Boy RFK on it. I mean, there's growing evidence that they say twice yearly time changes have negative societal and health impacts.
Oh, I see your angle.
And so the days after the change, seeing higher national rates of car accidents, strokes, heart attacks, overdoses, even migraines. So if you believe that, then get your boy on it.
Okay, I'll get my boy on it. Yeah. So, okay, what's going to happen first? We're going to see the Epstein files or the time change going to stop?
Yeah, I don't know.
Neither. Probably neither one.
I don't know. Yeah, they are. Well, the brakes are definitely on those, aren't they? Oh, and the JFK files are out, right? We've been perusing those?
No, sir.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Never mind.
It's a big fat zero right now.
So let's continue. Let's lock the clock.
Lock the clock.
Lock the clock, baby. Let's do it. I have sad news and exciting news. So we'll start with the exciting news first.
Well, what's the sad news first?
Well, what do you want the sad news
No,
first?
Pat is. He's the host. He gets to decide.
Okay, you want Pat? You want
50-50
exciting news or
for
sad?
me.
50-50?
It's 50-50.
All right.
Whatever.
The new Gallup poll says we go with exciting news
Okay.
first. Okay. The former First Lady, Michelle Obama, launches her brand new spanking new podcast, IMO, the acronym for In My Opinion, alongside her husband. Oh, wait, no, that's her brother, Craig Robinson. No, she's not doing a podcast with her brother. She doesn't want to be seen with Barack, I'll tell you that. The podcast was announced by Higher Ground, the production company founded by the Obamas a few years ago. Big surprise that they're producing her and her brother's podcast. They had the one about with Stevie Wonder, and I thought they also had another podcast that she did called the Michelle Obama podcast. Guess we don't do that anymore. That's over with. The first 2 episodes released today. The New York Times said they got the preview of them. Big surprise.
What a treat. Can you imagine getting an early copy of it? Oh,
I can.
Wow.
I can. And they said that Michelle and her brother will offer advice on their personal experience while refraining from addressing current affairs. I mean, that's the only thing people care about from her is current affairs. What are we talking about? The headlines all talk about Michelle Obama talks about divorce. Yeah, it's the brother's divorce.
Right.
That they talk about.
She doesn't talk about her own.
No. And they talk about how they grew up and how she was reluctant for Barack to run for president. Right. She also spoke about her life after the White House and getting back behind the wheel following years of Secret Service protection. They still get Secret Service protection, right? I mean, she's...
Yes.
Yeah.
They do.
About? Yeah.
And it's for life.
Yeah. I mean, Trump's not cutting Secret Service off for the Obamas. No way. As far as I know, it says in this story that they've been married for 32 years and they have not been seen together often in the recent months. Often.
Never.
They have not seen together ever in the last few months.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of it. I mean, they did that. They posted their selfie for Valentine's Day. Barack posted it.
Yeah, that was from years ago.
And then she reposted it, but it wasn't a recent picture at all.
No, it was not. I mean, the kids were much younger.
And so just really... that whole thing is, I don't know if they'll ever get a divorce, but they are apart. No kidding. Now, they have a promo video. I don't know that I want to put you through that, though.
Oh, no.
But I'll play the first little bit. Go ahead.
I am Michelle.
And I am Craig.
And Craig here is my big brother.
And you all know my sister Michelle, or Mish as our family has always called her.
We are so excited for you to listen to our brand new podcast. It's called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson.
Those of you that thought that Michelle was her brother are wrong. She is not her brother. And they go on in this video to talk about how they... get in touch with us and ask us questions that we can use on the show. The whole promo is showing the shows have already been recorded. All the interviews are already recorded. Everything's already done. So
if you reach out, it's into a black hole.
Yeah.
Well, they probably have more, don't they? Are they doing more episodes? They're only going to do 2?
No. I mean, no. They're releasing 2 today.
Pat. Thank you for saying
that. But they had they list 5 or 6 or 7 guests that they're going to have.
Fish
obviously,
is not a podcast,
and they're already recorded. The interviews are already recorded. They use them in the ad. Play the whole thing, then.
All right.
Show the whole thing.
Yeah.
Jeff's pissed.
I am Michelle.
Yeah, we
and
know.
I am Craig.
And Craig here is my big brother.
And you all know my sister Michelle, or Mish as our family has always called her.
We are so excited for you to listen to our brand new podcast. It's called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. Together, Craig and I are going to take your questions about the challenges you're grappling with in life. Because let's be real, we are living through some really complicated and confusing times, and people are feeling more alone than ever. But what I've learned is that if you're feeling a certain kind of way, the reality is that others are probably feeling that way too. And when you take the time to be just a little vulnerable and open up about it, it's a whole lot easier to find the answers you're looking for.
Every week, we'll be joined by some of our friends, special guests, and experts who will keep us honest while also adding their own opinions to the mix.
These are the people
and
that they're
we're not
promoting.
saying we have all the answers either. Far from it.
But we do have plenty of opinions, don't we?
You sharing your weakness makes you strong. Like you being able to tell them, I went through this, I found help, and I've come out the other side.
And I want young women to just
like a
practice
Mickey Musketeer.
asking for what you want. It's okay to hear no. It's okay to hear I don't love you like that.
Like, it's one thing to say I want to achieve this for me, and then there's another thing to say I want to achieve something because I'm expecting all of this to come with it.
So get in touch, send us your questions, and join us every week
On IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. Subscribe or follow wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes.
She's reading her name.
Yes.
Wow.
So Fisher, I don't know if you realize when you're creating a podcast, you can record all your interviews.
Oh, then you can do opens and answer questions around the interviews.
Yes.
Yeah, I do know that.
So-
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt your Michelle Obama podcast love. I mean, I know you're a gate guard. You can keep the gate safe for Michelle Obama now. Okay.
You know, if Michelle calls,
And be
I'll take
careful
the
if
job.
they ask you to go waterboarding. If they ask you to go surfing,
Paddleboarding.
yeah, paddleboarding, don't do it.
Okay, thank you.
I want to call her Mish now. That's so
Mish.
hip.
Terrible.
So dumb.
So that was exciting news. Now we go to sad news.
Oh, no.
Sad
Yeah, I
news.
forgot. We got the sad news to get to.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Has moved out of the United States of America. She picked up her toys and her 12-year-old child
Whoa.
and moved to Ireland.
Oh, wow.
I know what you're thinking.
Are we supposed to be sad about that?
I know
Who
what you're
cares?
thinking.
I'm thinking, who cares?
Ireland,
That's what I'm thinking.
Island in my caps.
Good riddance. That's what I'm thinking.
After her living, will she ever come back to living
No, I'm
in
not.
the
That's
United
not what I'm
States?
thinking.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I know what you're thinking.
Like, I don't want her
when
to.
will she come back?
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
She said in a 9-minute long video post.
Wait,
Okay.
It takes
Which was
9 minutes to
agonizing.
say goodbye?
To tell us how great Ireland was. She doesn't even have a home yet, but she met a friend that's helping her out there.
Oh, okay.
And she really likes it a lot.
Good.
But she tells us if she's going to come back to the United States.
Okay.
And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back.
Okay. Really? Wow. Powerful. Powerful.
Bye.
Oh, jeez.
Just have a nice day.
So,
Take care.
I mean, everything's going to be wonderful in Ireland?
Right? I guess so. She's trying to
great.
get citizenship. I guess her grandparents were Irish, so she's
So
got
am I.
some connection. And she's going to become a citizen, or at least attempt to become a citizen there.
So you're going back
good
to
for her.
Ireland since?
No, I'm going to stay here.
Oh, you are staying?
Yeah, I'm going to stay here.
Oh, okay.
I'm worried
Even
about
if- even
potato
if-
famines.
Even if Donald Trump remains president?
Especially if he remains president.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Hey, remember to subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat, with Jeff Fisher. Available wherever you get your podcast. Rate and review where possible. Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. All right, let's talk a little music, shall we? More exciting news, actually, and this is you'll be happy. James Taylor, the legendary singer-songwriter, adding 17 new August and September concerts to his itinerary. Tickets go on sale this coming Friday. You can go to tour.jamestaylor.com for that second leg of the tour, which begins with concerts in Washington, D.C. in August 21st. It starts, and then it will conclude in Dickies Arena, Fort Worth, Texas, on September 17th. You'll be right here.
Wow.
We can all go see James Taylor.
Wow.
He said that this is something that is a rare thing in America. I have the same job today that I had when I was 15. So...
Cool.
That's awesome.
September 17th, you said?
That's correct. Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. The 2016 Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient. The 2000 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee.
Incredible.
Will celebrate his 77th birthday today.
He probably got
happy
in the first year
birthday, James
eligible,
Taylor.
I bet. Right?
He's working on a new album. Yeah. On a new album. So speaking of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I posted this clip this weekend on my X account asking the question, how is this man not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And it's from a documentary that they did. You can find it on YouTube. It's with his son, Nick, called Drummer First. And it's Phil Collins. And you can see it was filmed back in 2022. And this was like 6 months after he announced his retirement. So this is still 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago. And it's got a bunch of new interviews. It's really fascinating. But you can see how fragile he is.
That's the word, man. This is 3 years ago. He was in this kind of shape. You know when this started?
How's it look? It's all right. You want to have a seat? Did we pass the test?
They set up one of his original drum sets. His son Nick set it up for this documentary.
Can he even drum anymore?
No.
No.
He drums. Listen,
You don't have the most stable throne, so you should be careful going back.
Yeah.
Snare and hat are in the right, because I mean these are obviously marked by put. So Yeah. I'm assuming they're in the right spot.
Well, no, I mean, I'd have to be this way a little bit, but
Yeah. No, just...
Oh, here we go.
it just feels so strange to hold it there.
Here it comes. Look at that. He can still do it.
Yeah, he does everyone. He does everyone.
Sad.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, wears him out, man.
Oh, that's sad.
Very sad.
No. Wow.
It's enough of that.
So enough of that. Now, I will say there's some fascinating stories that he tells in the documentary. It's really called it's called Drummer First. I will just say,
put him in the hall.
8 Grammy Awards, 6 Brit Awards, winning Best British Male Artist 3 times, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 1 Academy Award, Disney Legend Award, awarded 6 Ivor Novello Awards, and I love the Ivor Novello Awards, from the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors, International Achievement Award. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2003, and he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Genesis in 2010. Let's get him into the Rock and Roll. This is embarrassing that this man is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You didn't even mention the most impressive 150 million albums sold as a solo artist.
33.5 million certified units in the U.S., estimated 150 million records sold worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling artists. He's one of only 3 recording artists, along with Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, to have sold over 100 million records, both as a solo artist and separately as a principal band member.
It's ridiculous.
Sure is, man.
Now, I guess he was some kind of a jerk, over the years.
Was he?
Here's the deal.
Who cares?
So?
Yeah, I bet that's filled with jerks.
Yeah.
How many of those people in the Rock Hall of Fame are jerks? Right. Nearly all of them?
I know.
I've never heard that he was a jerk, though. That's interesting.
And I was looking up how he had his injury when I saw that video over the weekend, and it was during a show in 2007, a Genesis reunion tour. He just leaned back. And it caused
the whole thing.
Spinal injury. With
I'm sure that was the final lean back.
Neck.
Really? He'd been leaning like that for a year.
Right, and that was the straw.
Right. Yeah. Just really sad.
That's really sad.
Get him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before he dies. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get the man in. And I saw where, Keith, your other boy.
Wait, I have another boy.
Tommy James. He stopped in the middle of the show the other night in Vegas. They said he just stopped in the middle of the show. He was on stage. He stopped. They hauled him off, called the ambulances, took him away.
Was it a Mitch McConnell type moment?
I don't know. His spokesman said it was exhaustion.
He's probably dehydrated.
I saw a picture while they were talking about him. He's performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2015 with Joan Jett and Miley Cyrus. That's as close as he's going to go.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
I guess that's where I come in. Welcome. Great to have you with us. Got some tweets here. Unrepentant thought criminal. So the IMO podcast is just 2 brothers talking? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Big Mike and what's his name?
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson.
Yeah. It's Big Mike and Little Mike. Come on, guys.
Gender McGenderface. Will Big Mike and his brother talk about the day he decided to transition on his new podcast? I don't know. You need to send her that question.
Yeah, send it in
and ask because
they're going to be covering all the questions.
Big Mike.
They'll answer that live around one of the interviews they've already apparently recorded.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make a joke about anything on the podcast.
I feel like Chris is. Are you working for them? Are you editing on the side?
That's a possibility.
I'm just making sure that you guys know what a podcast works.
About the Big Mike podcast in the morning time.
Electric Boogaloo. Dear Mish, what's the best tape for tucking? Thanks in advance, IMO.
Oh, there's your answer. It's flex tape.
Flex tape. It's flex tape.
I don't want to say anything, but
Okay,
I just
good.
want to point out that it's
All right.
possible that this product is
Yeah,
best.
yeah. That's very possible.
Is that their sponsor for the podcast?
Wait, hold on.
Flex tape?
Has that
Probably.
been tested?
It's not.
No.
Not by me.
No.
Has not been tested by me.
From Vanessa, Rosie is in Ireland where the influx of illegals have a religion that hates gays. With their non-binary daughter? Cool.
Yeah, good luck.
It is. That's great. Good luck over there.
No, Dakota's not Dakota's the kid that's with Rosie in Ireland. That's the youngest one. I think the non-binary one he's still here in the States.
Don't ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to
keep moving.
I know. I feel like Chris now. Never mind.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, don't ruin it. Keep your Flex Seal over there, too.
So yesterday, the White House press briefing was pretty interesting. Karoline Leavitt talked about the tariffs imposed on America.
Canada has been ripping off the United States of America and hardworking Americans for decades. If you look at the rates of tariffs across the board that Canadians have been imposing on the American people and our workers here, it is egregious. In fact, I have a handy-dandy chart here that shows not just Canada, but the rate of tariffs across the board. If you look at Canada, since you brought it up, American cheese and butter, nearly 300% tariff. You look at India, 150% tariff on American alcohol. You think that's helping Kentucky bourbon be exported into India? I don't think so. 100% tariff on agricultural products from India. Look at Japan, tariffing rice, 700%. President Trump believes in reciprocity, and it is about dang time that we have a president who actually looks out for the interests of American businesses and workers. And all he's asking for at the end of the day are fair and balanced trade practices, and unfortunately, Canada has not been treating us very fairly at all over the past several decades.
That is awesome. That's about time that they have the elevator pitch for tariffs, and that's a great elevator pitch for the fight against tariffs, because Trump never has said that. You know what I mean? He's just tariffs are bad, and we're tariffs, and nobody understands.
Yeah, give me the
it.
specifics.
Nobody understands it.
Tell me that Japan has been charging us 700% tariffs on rice.
Yes, that's a great elevator pitch. I love it.
Great.
Yeah.
Can we please isolate the audio of her saying, quote, "It's about dang time," end quote? We got to hear.
About dang time.
We're gonna have to hear that one in the future. But yeah, you've already got the so the steel tariffs go into effect today. I think it is. Okay.
And aluminum.
And the Ford guy.
That's been postponed though, right?
Yeah. With the steel and
I think
aluminum?
so. Right? Because the Ontario said that they were not going to do the tariffs, right?
On electricity.
On electricity.
Yes.
Because Trump had said then I'm going to charge you like 50% more on the steel and aluminum tariffs, right?
Yes.
And so
So I think it's going to stay at 25%.
But you see, this kind of confusion
They caved on,
from
on the
people that
electricity.
follow the news all the time.
Yeah, right.
Shows you why there's such chaos in the stock market right now.
True.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
And we got to get this thing settled in so that the economy.
So it's
doesn't
not the 50%; it's still the 25%.
Yes. And he apologized for that.
I thought that was going on pause as well. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
I mean, they bent the knee. Ontario caved. Yes,
They did.
absolutely.
With an apology.
And that guy issued an apology this morning. Ford. He apologized to Americans.
And he's coming to the White House.
Yes.
Ford?
Yeah.
Yes. He apologized. You're welcome.
Great.
But Trump makes a good point.
Wow.
Why is the United States of America getting electricity from a foreign country to begin
Well,
with?
because it's close, and they have the electricity to sell to us. Well, seriously, it's close, and they have the electricity to sell to us. So why not use it?
You know, it's closer to America. America.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's even closer than Alberta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. America is closer.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'll have to consult a map, but I'm pretty sure.
This is Michigan. This is the lower half of Michigan right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we fact check
the
this?
lower half of Michigan. So Canada is like right here. Okay. And
or up there too.
But you're saying that the United States
is
closer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Weird.
So Mexico's still. I mean, like the avocados and all that stuff. That's still getting. That's subject to the tariffs then. right?
But was that delayed?
I think that some of this was all delayed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
From Mexico.
Right.
So
It's so confusing because we've gone
April 2nd.
We've
April
gone back
2nd,
and
yeah.
forth many times. So here's Karoline Leavitt talking about the response to Doug Ford's comments.
As for the tariffs, the president made his position on this quite clear with the statement that he put out. And it was a retaliatory statement due to the escalation of rhetoric that we've seen out of Ontario, Canada. The president saw the premier, Doug Ford, make an egregious and insulting comment threatening to shut down electricity for the American people, for hardworking American families. He made that threat. The president saw that and has an obligation and a responsibility to respond
And he did.
accordingly
And he did.
And represent the interests of the American people. So
Imagine
he has
getting
made the
that call.
decision to add a 25% tariff. So now steel and aluminum tariffs will come into effect tomorrow at the rate of 50%. And our steel and aluminum industries have actually applauded these tariffs because, again, they know it's going to grow their industry here. It's going to allow them to export more steel that is made right here in the United States with American workers.
Okay. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
But then that changed.
Because
he called Ford and said, "Bro, what up? You're threatening us? I think not."
Yeah. It's great that we're just not taking it.
I know.
You know, we're not just sitting back and saying, "All right, yeah, hit me again, please."
Right.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? We're not doing that right now, and it's fantastic and so refreshing. She also talked about foreigners siding with terrorists.
Americans hostage that murdered innocent babies, that murdered men, women, and children. They are a designated foreign terrorist organization, and we are not going to tolerate non-citizens, foreigners who come here on a visa, engaging in such behavior, siding with terrorists. And the Secretary of State reserves the authority to revoke the green card or the visa of an individual who serves as an actually, it says right here, reasonable grounds to believe that the alien's presence or activities in the United States would have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences to the United States. And I think siding with Hamas makes that quite clear. Secretary Rubio exercised that authority, and we fully believe that we are going to move forward with more arrests, as President Trump previewed in his statement yesterday.
There you go.
Of course, the judge stopped that for now, right? The deportation.
Of the terrorist guy?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's.
know.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, an Obama judge has stopped that deportation for now.
Why? How is this possible? How are people siding with this guy? It just shows how out of kilter we are as a nation.
That's for sure.
Where you're like, yeah, well, he should be able to stay here and try to destroy Western civilization all he wants. We've got the obligation to let him do it. No, what is the matter with you?
We don't. Only citizens can do that, damn it.
Jeez. And the guy's not even a citizen.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he's here.
If I
want
to eradicate Western civilization, then I can.
Yeah, right.
I'll try if I want to.
Although if you try through violent means, you too will be arrested. Maybe not deported, but you'll be behind bars where you belong. But we're supposed to carve out a special exception for this guy because he's a foreigner?
Come on. Stop it.
Man. All right, we educate him at one of our finest universities, and then we've got the obligation to allow him to continue to bash us while he's here?
No.
Something's wrong with that picture.
Yes.
And it blows my mind that Democrats can't see it. Is it just us?
Well, I mean, they want to be able to hate America, and they want you to be able to be in this country and hate America, too.
Yeah, I guess so. And work to destroy it.
Yeah.
And any damage you cause along the way to Jews, Israelis, that's just added gravy, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, we have Congress people actively working against the country.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. All right, sure, no problem.
I mean, we had one congressman sleeping with a Chinese spy for 2 years.
Yeah, that doesn't even
was
right.
perfectly fine. He's suffered no consequences from that whatsoever. In fact, he's indignant.
He's celebrated.
That anybody even brings it up.
Yes.
So Wow, we are just upside down. But fortunately, President Trump's trying to restore us right side up again. And man, they're fighting tooth and nail not to let him do it, though. Here she talked about us being in a period of transition.
There's a lot to unpack there. So let me start by saying that, first of all, when it comes to the stock market, the numbers that we see today, the numbers we saw yesterday, the numbers we'll see tomorrow are a snapshot of a moment in time. And as President Trump has said, and I'm here to echo the remarks of this president of this White House, we are in a period of economic transition. We are in a period of transition from the mess that was created under Joe Biden in the previous administration. Joe Biden left this country in an economic disaster. Several statistics to point out. The delinquency rate on credit card loans increased 63% under Joe Biden, hitting a near 12-year high. Under Joe Biden, all net job growth went to foreign-born Americans. Real wages declined by 1.5% under Joe Biden. And as we all know, and this administration continues to combat, prices soared more than 20% under Joe Biden because of his reckless spending and economic policies. So we are in a period of transition from that economic nightmare under a president who had no idea what he was doing, never held a private sector job in his life, into a golden age of American manufacturing under a businessman and a deal maker in chief in President Donald J. Trump, who is implementing the formula that we know works. Look at President Trump's results in his first term. If people are looking for certainty, they should look at the record of this president. That's why the American people reelected him back to this office. And look at everything that President Trump has already done and his team has already done in just 51 days. The massive efforts to deregulate. Tax cuts, which we need Congress to pass the Trump economic agenda, the Trump tax cuts, which will unleash economic growth. And the president also addressed this directly, I will point out as well, when you look at what he said on Air Force One. And he said he wants the American people to have so much money in their pockets they don't even know what to do with it. That's the intent of this administration. And we're working very hard every day on that goal.
I want that too.
Makes you miss Curly, doesn't it? Oh, wow.
I know.
I was thinking about her during that, and I was thinking,
I was too, because she was ad-libbing that.
Yeah.
She's doing that.
It's been a devastating devastation.
Without the big book of everything.
Yeah.
And she had some notes. I mean,
wow. Jeff Fisher.
She had some notes. It's incredible.
She may have had notes. I don't know, but she didn't look down at them much.
Yeah, well, that's the same one. She brought her little. She brought her little helpful chart too.
She's great
for the elevator pitch.
Doing a great job.
That was awesome.
She mentioned prices in the economic situation Biden left us in. Well, the price of eggs has already come way down.
Yep.
The price of gas has come way down. It's already working.
Reports I saw of beef down $1.
Oh, yeah, beef is down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to afford a steak again sometime soon.
Well,
that would be nice.
Here's your national gas price average. I mean, it's not cheap.
$3.08.
It's trending down.
I mean, we're way under that in Texas right now.
That's for sure.
Right. So $3.08 is the national average right now. A week ago, it was $3.10. A month ago, it was $3.14. A year ago, it was $3.39. So
it's happening. I don't know what to tell you. It's happening.
What
do you want?
Didn't tell us.
Eggs are down too. To I think it's five something now.
Oh wow, under $6.
Yeah, it's under $6.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so weird that we have to say that eggs are under $6.
I know.
That is the weirdest
I know.
thing in
I
the
thought
world.
of you though, because it's getting closer to your
$5
fixed price.
Fixed price of $5. Free
So
range
when it's under
chickens.
$5, what are you going to do then? You're just going to still charge $5
because then it can be like they're free range organic.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's worth every darn penny.
Every darn penny.
So if they get to walk around, that makes their eggs more delicious.
Yes.
Or-
Yes. They're not stuck in a.
What world
in
do
a
you live in?
cage.
I live in a world of reality where I don't think it makes any difference.
Wow.
Pat Gray.
I mean, I want a good life for all chickens.
Call PETA.
I've always said that. I've been a big chicken advocate. Nobody supports chicken freedom.
Don't you dare.
More
Don't
than
you
I
dare
do.
take that from me.
I could take you guys calling me a gay guard, a Territorian.
But don't
a
mess with the
turtle killer.
chickens.
Do
dare
not mess
take
with
that
my
from
chickens.
me.
All right.
Chicken freedom.
That's a great line, Pat Gray. Save it. That's a great line.
All right, let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. If you're not a chicken, you probably just have a house, right? You're not free ranging all over your neighborhood.
Well, my chickens
No,
don't have a
free,
house.
you don't want free range
have a
humans.
house.
You don't.
No,
have
you don't
that.
want free range
no,
humans.
You do not. No, you do not.
We get really tough and gristly. When you don't want that.
You don't want that. You don't.
So you need a great realtor to help you find a great house, something you can roam around in, something that's in a really nice neighborhood. If you're selling your house, you want to be able to get the most money for it, right? You want to do the buy low and sell high thing, and you need a really great realtor to help you do that. This is a free service we provide to you. We just get you together with the great realtor, somebody who does this full time and really concentrates on it, takes pride in what they do, and really knows the market and has a successful track record. So go to realestateagentsitrust.com. The name really says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Saying what you're thinking. Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-933-93. It is conference championship week for basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And then next week starts March Madness. Can't wait. Should be great. You were bragging about Missouri being ranked ahead of BYU
I
last
mentioned
week,
it.
which doesn't appear to be the case anymore, but congratulations.
Oh, really?
What are they, 23 now? And
Are they
BYU 17?
What has happened to some of the other teams?
The Big 12 is like,
yeah, they are
really
cow.
on the
down.
downslide.
Yes, they are.
Holy cow. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what does the world come to when BYU
I don't
can
know.
just pay all the players to come
Right?
and play?
Right. Nobody else has ever done that.
Nope.
Nobody else has done
Nope.
that. So it's a bad time.
And every
It's a really
basketball
bad
player
time
on
for
BYU
basketball.
is what? 30?
45.
40 years old? Yeah, 45 is average.
Three of them are grandfathers now. Yeah. Average age, I think, is 42.
Okay.
On the team.
All right.
And that's what every coach in the Big 12
Absolutely.
mentions. So what do you think of the game coming up with BYU? Well, first of all, it's a mature team. They're pretty old.
Every time. It doesn't
They-
matter.
every
It doesn't
time.
matter. That's the
If they
that's the
sucked,
talking point.
they wouldn't bring it up. But they don't, so that's the first thing out of their
That
mouth.
sure is.
Well, they're mature.
Very mature. Wow.
Those are
Mature.
grown
Wow,
men.
the average
Very
age.
mature, and they're spending an awful lot of NIL. on
Yeah.
bringing
A
players
lot
in.
of NIL.
22.7 years old. The
Look at that,
average
like you said,
age
Pat, 42.
of
You're
a
right.
BYU player.
22.7.
Wow.
Is that this year?
Yeah. Well, that's what
No,
AI
can't
says.
be. We've got like 5 freshmen who play.
I don't know.
All right. I mean, maybe. What's the average
Yeah, here's
age
a
of every
January-
other team in college?
Right. But here's
basketball?
a January article.
12.
12?
Thank you.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Grown men playing 12-year-olds, that's not right.
Let's see, average age of Big 12 basketball players. Let's see if AI knows that one.
Let's see.
Oh, that's stupid. 20 to 22. How dumb is that?
No, that's
Okay,
dumb.
yeah.
It's probably 22.
Yeah.
So they average 0.7 years.
Wait a minute. Check
older.
this out. Hold on. Auburn
Okay.
is really good this year.
They sure are ranked number 1 in the country.
And their average age is 22.8.
Wow.
They're older than BYU's average
There you
player.
go. There you go.
Huh.
So Auburn is good this year.
Yeah.
The SEC is good this year. They're better than the Big 12 this year. They're going to get. Last I saw, it looked like 13 teams
Holy crap.
from the
And the
SEC
birth, yeah.
are going to make the tournament. That's insane.
That's funny.
Shoo. All right. So March Madness next week should be fun. Meantime, though, we've got more from Karoline Leavitt. She talked about the February jobs report yesterday.
On the economy, February's jobs report was good news for America, particularly our manufacturing sector. The manufacturing sector gained 10,000 new jobs in just 1 month under President Trump.
Nice.
This rebound was led by the automobile sector, where we saw 9,000 new auto jobs created already. That is the most auto jobs added to the economy in 15 months. This was a complete turnaround from the Biden administration, where we were losing an average of 9,000 manufacturing jobs per month last year. Reuters is out with a report that a number of companies are now looking at expanding their presence or bringing their businesses into America because of President Trump's policies. And just moments ago, before coming out here, I saw another report by Reuters revealing that Merck has opened a $1 billion facility at its North Carolina site.
Wow.
This is just the latest pharmaceutical company to boost its U.S. manufacturing in lieu of President Trump's tariffs. This announcement follows Eli Lilly's plans to invest at least $27 billion to build 4 new manufacturing plants here in the United States.
Good.
And Pfizer has also said it's considering moving their manufacturing overseas right here to the United States of America.
They're considering it.
Well, we'll see if they do.
Yeah.
Get back to us on that, would you? She also talked about, she did shut down the fake news about Medicare.
So they are shutting it down.
Yes.
What's she saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
they're
here
finally
she is on
admitting
that.
it.
Finally.
I knew it.
Here it is.
To ask about some comments Elon Musk made yesterday. He said that there is $500 to $700 billion in waste and fraud and entitlement spending. He called it, quote, the big one to eliminate. Earlier this month, he also referred to Social Security as a Ponzi scheme.
Because it is.
Should Americans expect changes, big changes, to Social Security and Medicare?
Oh
President Trump has been unequivocally clear on this.
Are you
He is
dumb?
going to protect Social Security and Medicare benefits and Medicaid for hardworking Americans
question
who
has
paid
been
into these
asked a million
entitlement programs and deserve those hard-earned benefits. And unfortunately, the mainstream media has taken Mr. Musk out of context. I saw a Bloomberg headline that our team actually worked on getting updated and fixed because it was so wrong, and it took Mr. Musk out of context. What he was specifically referring to cutting was the waste and the fraud and abuse that does exist in these programs. According to an IG report from the Social Security Administration, there's more than $70 billion of fraud in the Social Security program alone that we know of. And so the president will continue to protect these programs for hard-working Americans, and actually cutting the waste, fraud, and abuse out of these programs will protect it for hardworking Americans.
Oh, thank you.
70 billion that we know of.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they don't care about any of that. All they want to do is spread the fear-mongering that something's going to happen to your Medicare benefits. We're going to stop all Social Security payments.
He needs to address it.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
If he would only do that.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
We're all just on edge this week.
So we are going to bring it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to address
we've got fights going on during the breaks. It's just, we're all pissed off, and it's daylight savings
exactly
time
what
that
it
has
is.
done it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. We're all just a little irritable.
Jeffy's fuse is just that much shorter.
I think we're fine. I think this is a thing between Jeffy and Chris, actually.
I almost went off over the Phil Collins situation.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Damn it.
Right, thank you.
This is a Pat.
Then I looked up. Okay, Phil Collins, not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know who is? With a
Peter
solo
Gabriel.
career?
Who is
Peter freaking Gabriel. Are you kidding me? Who's more influential?
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel or Phil Collins? Come on.
Jeffy, do not.
I like Peter Gabriel.
I mean, I like him too.
But that wasn't the question.
No, who
Peter,
is more popular and who is more
popular,
influential?
More popular for sure, Phil Collins.
For sure.
Influential in the music world?
No, that's probably close. But I mean, Phil Collins was probably the biggest star of the 80s other than Michael Jackson.
He was a monster. He was a
Yeah,
monster.
he was.
There's no question. And it's embarrassing that he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It is.
It's an embarrassment. It truly is.
That whole organization.
It's ridiculous.
They
Are they just not interested in coming on again?
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
What happened with the
We know?
guy from the Rock and Roll
The
Hall of
email
Fame?
bounced back, right?
Yeah, the email bounced
Yeah,
back.
the email
The
bounced
back.
la-
Oh, it did?
The
Yeah.
last time I reached out.
Oh, I wonder if he
Oh.
did he get fired because
He let
That was his
a radio
job.
show have too much influence
Yeah.
over the process. Our bad.
Oh, no.
Sorry, buddy.
they know we forced Foreigner into the
Yeah.
Rock Hall of Fame. It got out.
They called him in.
and he got fired.
Called
Yeah.
him to the mat.
All right.
Oh, no.
Feel bad about that.
I kind of.
Oh, well, I'm over it now.
But is it fair to say that Phil Collins represents a Pat Gray jihad?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Especially with him being so sick now.
Yeah.
I
Well, no,
wanted
that
to
was
get
2.5 years ago. He's better now.
Oh, he's better. Okay, good.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh, so you get better.
As he gets older, then he gets better. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Yes, it is a Pat Gray jihad to get Phil Collins into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
I like it.
I mean, you got Genesis in 2010. You got Peter Gabriel in 2014, and still no Phil Collins.
That took Genesis too long.
Come on.
You
Yeah,
gotta get over that, Pat. You got to get over that.
I can't.
No way.
I shan't get over it until he's inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame. On the other hand, maybe what we do now is encourage every deserving artist not to go in there because it's such a sham organization.
Yeah, they all say that, but then they end up showing
know.
up. They end up showing up. Well, you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it's an honor.
I go.
In there with the Beatles and the Stones. All right. And Mariah Carey. Is she one of the nominees this year, I think? Yeah. Mariah Carey. Last year it was Dolly Parton who removed her name from the list. She's
Really?
like,
Honorable.
Shouldn't be in. Yeah, that was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great. That was great. Cher is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The Cher.
Come on.
Come on now, Cher.
Come on.
Come on now, Cher.
You're saying she should be in it?
Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
Cher.
No. That's always a tell for Jeff Fisher.
Come on now, it's Cher.
If his argument ever begins with "Come on now,"
yeah,
that's the most data you're gonna get for that argument.
Come on now, it's Cher.
Okay,
That's
all
you need.
It's Cher.
That's all you need.
It's not "Come on now." It's Cher who had the number one. No.
You don't need all those. You don't need all those facts. It's Cher.
Peak of the argument.
Don't bog me down with facts.
Come on now.
Come on now. It's fair. It's Cher.
Oh man. They should start a soft rock Hall of Fame.
There. Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. An adult contemporary Hall of Fame. An elevator music Hall of Fame.
Careful though, because Phil Collins might get in that one too.
He might.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be in all the halls of fame.
Yeah.
But
and really, so should Cher. I mean, come on. It's Cher.
No.
Come on. It's
Cher should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No.
Pat.
No. You going to put Sonny in there too? Sonny and Cher?
Why you bring?
I'm bringing Sonny into it because they should go in together if they're going to be in.
Well,
should they not?
You know, he can tag along, I guess, if he wants to.
Come on now.
I mean, posthumously, it's probably doesn't mean that much to him anymore, but better late than never. All right. We're not quite done yet with the Karoline Leavitt because she was on fire yesterday. She was really good. She had a little dust up with an AP reporter as well on tariff knowledge. Cut 23.
When President Trump last addressed the BRT when he was on the campaign trail, his big push was on tax cuts. He's going there today as he's proposing tax hikes in the form of tariffs.
Not
and
true.
I'm curious
He's not
for
doing
why
that.
he's prioritizing that over the tax cuts.
He's actually not implementing tax hikes. Tariffs are a tax hike on foreign countries that, again, have been ripping us off. Tariffs are a tax cut for the American people, and the president is a staunch advocate of tax cuts. As you know, he campaigned on no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, no taxes on Social Security benefits. He is committed to all three of those things, and he expects Congress to pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
That's
they
it.
don't get charged on foreign companies, they get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades, as I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. Mary.
Wow. Did he say what he paid the tariff for?
Yeah, what are you paying tariffs for?
Exactly.
What? Wait, what do you mean you've paid a tariff?
Did he say that? Because he said, I have paid a tariff.
Have you ever
And then I
paid a
didn't hear
tariff?
what he
Because I
said.
have. Well, we've all paid tariffs because tariffs are assessed when the product comes into the country. So
Yeah.
what do you mean? What do you mean you've paid a tariff? Are you importing goods by yourself as a private citizen?
Okay.
I don't understand. What do you mean you've paid a tariff?
Jeffy, are there tariffs on
Weird.
foreign brides? Just curious. Is there a
Come on
tariff
now,
on
share.
Okay. Noted. So he doesn't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
He doesn't
That
know.
would have been
I
a
don't
great
know.
follow-up.
Yeah, would have.
Bro, what'd you pay a tariff on? Just out of curiosity, since we're having this
Right, and
conversation.
he
you're
kept
asking-
talking. I don't know
Yeah.
if he said it or not.
Oh.
I don't know if he said that in that clip or not. Because he said, I have, and then he said something that and we weren't paying attention. At least I wasn't. And so I'm not sure what he said.
Well, let's play it again. Play the part where he brings that up. If you
and
could.
balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades. As I said at the beginning, Social Security benefits, he is committed to all three of those things, and he expects Congress to pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
Oh, he's
That's
They
it.
don't get
I can
charged on
tell.
foreign
Sorry.
companies. They get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and
Say what?
balanced trade, which the American people have not
Okay,
seen in
that's,
decades,
I missed
as
it
I
now.
said
I
at the
did.
beginning,
Me too.
revenues
One
will
more
stay
time.
here,
Go back.
wages
Go
will
back.
go
Just
up,
back up.
and
Just to
our
where he asks
Yeah, right
her
there.
the question.
pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
That's
They
it.
don't get charged on foreign companies. They get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and
So
balanced
was he an importer? Is that what he's saying? He's an importer of foreign goods? And now you're an AP reporter?
Yes.
Okay.
He works in the import-export business.
Okay. All right. I know a guy over there who's in the business down at the docks. Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to find out.
Going crooked nose tariff.
Is he
Cricket
from?
nose tariff.
I'm just trying to see if he's where this guy is originally from, but I don't.
Well, he's either American or Canadian.
Yeah.
Did he say sorry?
I thought it caught a sorry, but I may be off on that because when I heard it the second time, I wasn't so sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this guy's from, but I want to know when he paid a tariff
But
on.
I love that Karoline pulled the Trump on him, though. Now I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I've been asked an AP report.
Yeah, I love it.
She's learning.
This administration just doesn't take BS off.
No, they do not.
And hopefully they won't learn that lesson and they'll continue to get beat down like they just did. That's fantastic. All right. If you're looking for a gift that's simple but also stands out, at Kexi, the bakery that I own with my wife and our son, every cookie is made from scratch using high-quality ingredients, no shortcuts. Just fresh butter, rich chocolate, and a recipe that's been in our family for decades. Perfect for birthdays, for thank yous, or just because. It's a thoughtful, reliable gift. They're packaged beautifully. They're shipped fresh right to your door. So you know you're sending something that's going to be appreciated. Skip the usual gift and send something real. Go to Kexi.com. We've got really delicious cookies and this brownie that's available for only a limited time now. It's the Irish cream brownie. So good. You've never had anything like it. Give it a try. Go to Kexi.com, Kexi, Kexi.com.
Now, more of Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, let's go to Tessa in Nebraska. Tessa, welcome.
Good morning. I have a bingo.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd your bingo happen?
You want me to name the squares?
Yes, please.
All right, going down. Chris mentions the money-making scheme.
Right?
Ouch.
Okay.
Pat mentions jihad.
Yes.
Russia.
Okay.
And keep that comedy gold.
Nice. There it is.
Hey, we had the right card this week.
How about that?
Yay for us.
I'm in the car driving, too. Playing bingo while driving.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I hope you're doing that safely.
Now they put guardrails up for a reason. Don't worry about
That's
it.
true. Yeah. Little bumper car action never hurt
fine.
anybody.
Thank you.
All right. Tessa, thanks a lot. Did we get you set up with the stuff? With the goodies?
Yep, he's going to
Yes.
set me up.
Yeah, all
Okay.
right, awesome.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks. So she gets the $30 worth of merch from PatGrayShop.com.
Yep.
And the dozen Kexi cookies
Yep.
from Kexi, the aforementioned Kexi.
She played by getting her bingo card at the top of Pat Unleashed on X.
Mm-hmm.
And then she called 888-900-3393. Congratulations.
And look at how that worked out for her. It's incredible. So you just pay attention to the show every week. And
but not traffic.
Yeah, right.
Don't pay attention to the road.
You might want to pull over if you're going to start filling out your bingo sheet while you're driving. Just pull over and do it safely.
Come on
side
now.
of the road.
Come on now. Let's share.
Come on now. Enough said. I mean, that's all it takes right there.
That's all it takes.
All right. So, Chris, tell me about Alina Habba showing off a fake Oval Office.
Oh, yes.
What is this? I don't think I saw that.
So, do you guys remember that Biden used a fake White House?
Yes.
So, Trump's lawyer, she gives us a tour of the fake White House. Yesterday.
Okay.
Just to show, look at the room that they put me in. We're in Biden's fake Oval Office, everybody. And I've actually figured this out. I now know why. I now get it. Turn the camera around. There is a screen, teleprompter to the face. All I can say is the last administration was a disgrace.
Was a what?
Disgrace.
Oh, okay. I see. Wow.
So the teleprompter, the cameraman didn't really pause when he did his.
No, but we've seen that room before.
Yeah, that's big.
We've seen
Is that
that.
across where is that exactly in relation to the White House? Is that across the street or something?
It's in the shed out back. They've got a separate shed set
Come on now. Where is the? Do we know Bueller?
I don't know. We had a fake Oval Office.
Yeah.
For years.
Better than that one.
But way
actually.
better than that one.
An
It looked
actual-
exactly.
an
It was an
actual replica.
Exact replica.
Yeah.
In fact, wasn't it the Oliver Stone White House from JFK?
Yes.
Might have been. Yeah.
I think it was.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
Here's
I
an
mean, I'm pretty
article.
sure it was a certified authentic replica.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yes.
It might have been the actual one that they used in JFK.
Yeah, it was.
It was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just looking here. Doesn't say where this is located.
It's classified. It's national security. You cannot know where the
Right.
White House is.
So you don't know.
Right.
Is what you're saying?
No, it's national security.
Classified. No
It's
one
classified.
knows. Unless you're Habba, whatever her name is.
Alina Habba.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you go with?
Habba Mama.
Habba Mama?
That was really close.
That's close, right?
It was really
What's
close.
her last name?
Yeah.
Habba.
Yeah. Alina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alina
That's close.
Habba.
Pretty close.
I'm a mama.
The Trump administration has told world financial institutions that the United States is pulling out of the landmark International Climate Loss and Damage Fund. I love that.
No.
Yeah.
What will happen?
Well, they're going to have to pay for their own climate damage. We're not going to do it. Climate analysts Monday were critical of the decision to formally pull out of the fund, designed as compensation for damage by polluting nations to poor countries, especially hurt by the extreme storms, heat, and drought. There's actually a fund for us to pay other countries for the damage that Mother Nature causes.
All right.
Are you kidding me? What kind of garbage is that? How stupid do you have to be to agree to that? So we pulled out of it. Good.
Oh, I'm sure that we
Good.
were. I'm sure that we were the biggest donator.
Oh, of course.
For that fund.
Of course we were. There's no question about that. You know, I
mean, how much did Moldova put in?
A total of. Let me just bring down the two. None. Nothing.
Okay.
$0.
Right.
$0 from Moldova.
This
It's
is
official
below
now.
what we put in.
Yes, just slightly below the trillions we're dumping into all this garbage. And I did a little research on the climate change thing because we badmouth climate change all the time. So I looked into it and I checked on some of the other planets in our solar system to see how they're doing.
Wait, what?
And you know what?
Research.
You know what? We're doing better than they are.
Oh, wow. Really?
The other planets actually house no life at all. They've already killed everything on their planet.
Yeah, and
Which is what we're trying to avoid
Right.
with these climate funds.
So, and the other thing that those planets have in common is they don't have any environmental regulations that would limit
Well, they
the
don't have any
pollution.
now.
That's
And
correct.
so that's why.
And look what happened
That's
to
what
them.
happened to them.
Look what happened to
You
them.
see.
I mean, Mars, once a thriving place with flowing rivers and beautiful atmosphere, completely dead now. Completely dead.
Yep.
We're doing better than that, all right? So don't tell me this
Well, we're
planet
gonna
is in
get
trouble.
Mars back up and running, though.
Oh,
Are we
We're gonna get Mars
a
back up
reclamation
and running.
Okay,
project.
good.
It's kind of like a
Good.
We're
fixer-upper.
going to get up to the moon. We're going to get some stuff built on the moon so
Okay.
that we can. That's our launching pad to Mars.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
We're going to get our astronauts back
We're going to reclaim
from
it.
the ISS.
Right.
I think SpaceX launches today. To
Oh,
go
do
up
they?
to the ISS. There was also a NASA launch that was supposed to happen yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the 12.
But it was cloudy. So they postponed that launch. But
This is the one that's supposed to bring the astronauts back, isn't it?
that's tonight.
That's tonight.
from NASA. But they were launching
wow.
from California for some program, and
But
it was,
last
it
night,
was
hold
cloudy.
because they launched last night. SpaceX launched last night. And I watched it. They launched a new scope to
From
scope out.
California?
Yes, from Vandenberg.
Okay, so that's
Yes.
the one that was supposed to go the night before. The night
Yes.
before was they postponed
But it
because
did
it was
go up.
cloudy.
It did go up, and
Okay.
it's supposed to check the weather in our solar system. It's to
Oh, there
map
you
out
go.
the weather.
Oh, that way this tragedy of global warming
Yeah,
killing
won't
all these
happen
other
again.
planets
It's not
Yeah.
happening. Yes.
never happen again.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Hey,
Yep.
I don't know if this is if we're able to illustrate this, but where were the astronauts stranded? Like in relation to, say, the moon and outer space. Anybody know like where they were stuck?
What do you mean?
How far out?
Oh, I think isn't that between
the ISS is
Yeah, where
between
is that?
Earth and the moon, right?
yeah, the ISS
No,
is
it's just in Earth orbit.
yeah.
It's in the orbit of the Earth.
Huh.
Yeah. It's not very far. It's
So
a
They
few
could just
hundred
jump.
miles.
Yeah,
probably.
they could just jump and
They could jump.
They
It's
could
like 300.
jump.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like 300 miles or something, right? That's
Yeah,
what
it's
the
not very
ISS is
far.
at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 56 years ago, we got astronauts to the moon and back,
Right.
but now we can't get them from halfway there.
No, not even halfway.
Not even half.
No, it's
not
like
even half.
I mean, we're
And we've gotten them back.
we're
They-
1/1000th of the way.
And the
there.
Starliner has been. It came back. They just didn't feel like they could. They didn't feel comfortable putting the humans in it to bring it back to Earth. But it made it back. Would it have made it back with humans in it?
No.
Who knows?
No,
And
that would have been impossible.
well, there you go.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
So they would have burned up, and so that's a good thing. Didn't happen.
There you
So
go.
if you have
No,
your map,
that was a spacesuit thing, right?
Oh yeah,
The
right.
spacesuits weren't compatible.
Yeah.
so if you have a map, Keith, I'll go ahead and plug this in. 12.88 north
Holy
and
crap.
72.0
Hold on,
east.
12.88 north. What was it again?
Well,
What's
it's
the second
moving.
number? Second
It's
number.
moving.
Second number.
72.00 east.
That's where
it
the
is.
International Space Station
Yes,
is.
at this point.
Okay, how many miles is it from the surface?
4,765.
Is it really
No.
4,000
Oh, no,
miles?
that's the speed. Sorry.
No, yeah,
that's the speed.
it's not
Altitude.
4,000 miles. away.
257.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
There
Thank you. It was
we
like
go.
300 miles. That was close. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 250 miles.
Okay.
Whereas the moon is about 250,000.
Right.
So again,
Big difference.
Big difference.
So again, 56 years ago,
We could go to the moon and
go
back.
to the moon and back.
multiple times.
And you're saying that today
We can't.
We can't go. How many? 300 miles? You say?
257.
257.
Calm down, okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just checking the numbers.
We
here.
can though. The people are there, and people have
And we're gonna
come
do
and
it
gone.
tonight,
and
right?
people have come and gone.
We're
The
going up
Russians
there to
have
get
come
'em.
and gone. Yeah.
And if you're looking up in Mumbai, those are the coordinates for Mumbai. So look
Oh,
up
there you
right
go.
now,
Yeah.
and that's
the India's space
you
program
can see,
is.
you can see the
tremendous.
ISS in Mumbai heading towards Pune, Nagpur, and Pantana.
I was just going to say that.
Guys, let him keep going. What are some other locations on this list? Come on, what's next? Come on, Chris, tell us what's next. Hello?
I don't think he's
No,
playing.
he's not
I don't
playing.
think he's playing your territory.
No,
game
I
that
am
you're
always just trying to
He's getting his
the
list out.
pronunciation. Yeah, the Bhutan, Gangoshan, Gyeongdu,
Yeah.
Xinjiang,
Oh,
Jeonju,
Now we're
Taiwan,
over Asia. Yeah.
Xinjiang, Beijing, North Korea.
Hold on, you just made up Zing Zong.
No, it's
No,
in there.
what's
No, it's in
there?
there. Yeah.
Zing Zong.
Don't help him, Jeff.
Yes.
Oh,
Sure.
sorry.
Come on now.
And that might be the correct way to
Sure.
say it, but it's on the map.
Okay,
All right. Well, good.
cool.
Good.
I hope they get home really soon because I feel
do
so
too.
bad for those two.
I mean, as soon as they dock, are they getting on it and coming home, or are they going to mess around?
No,
a
they
while
have to wait
up
at
there?
least.
Oh,
I
I
think
think
it's a week.
Yeah.
A week?
I think they're there for a week because
Why?
there's a transition. There's a transition.
What do you mean it's a transition?
Because the people that are coming, there's people up there. They're transitioning. They're making sure everything, and then they're gonna hop on, come back.
You've been stuck in outer space for nearly a year. What are you going to do now?
Yeah, she's in charge of that place now. I mean, she's taken over.
Yeah,
she's been accustomed to that. Now,
it's because
so
she's scared the hell out of them with her hair.
The hair.
The
Sunny.
hair is
Yeah,
like
Sunny. Yeah.
so wild and free that they're like, I'm not going to.
Don't mess with her.
I don't want to mess with her.
Yeah, no doubt.
She looks crazy. She's having a bad hair year up there in space.
By the way, I know we always talk about this, but the hazard pay, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Paid. We're getting paid.
They better be able to retire.
Oh, are they? Have you found out something about
that's
that?
the thing, though. No one has mentioned it.
Yeah,
what is
I
the
haven't seen
pay for this?
Yeah, for 9 months.
For 9 months overtime.
I mean, they got to be still getting. They have to. There has to be some sort of banking happening because their domiciles have to be paid for, right?
True.
And family has to eat,
Yes.
stuff like that. Houses have to be paid for. Automobiles. There's all kinds of.
And they've been away from their families
for months. Yeah.
For 9 months when it was supposed to be 1 week. I mean, that's worth something, right?
Yes.
That's
an apology and a check.
Yeah, a big check.
Oh, from Boeing.
I want them to be able to retire.
Yeah, NASA doesn't. We're not paying that.
Not NASA, from Boeing.
Although Boeing is taking the money from us, but they'll get it.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Okay, don't bog me down, please.
All right. Speaking of money that's going out, did you see that the USAID employees have been told to shred and burn all the documents?
Yes.
Before they leave?
Gosh.
Is that?
This
is
is
not treason?
Unforgivable. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
How are these people
It's
thinking
criminal.
they can get away with it?
I don't know.
I mean, going against
I don't know.
the sitting president of the United States.
Right.
I don't understand that thought process.
Here was the order. Shred as many documents first and reserve the burn bags for when the shredder becomes unavailable or needs a break.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
I mean,
despicable.
It's most definitely is.
People need to go to jail.
They sure do.
From USAID.
There need to be examples set.
Yep. All right, we got overtime coming up, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.